Hello anybody and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. I am Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode, we cleared out Castle Crush in Clapper's Cavern, and in this episode, we are going to proceed on to the rest of K. Rool's Keep. We're going to be finishing up in this episode, starting with Chain Link Chamber. So today, we are immediately coming back to the level archetype of Castle. This will embody the... Let's pretend you didn't see that. So as I was saying, we are gonna... I hope that doesn't come to basically outline how the rest of this video is gonna go, but I'm gonna try my best. So here we are at, back in the Castle Archetype. Chain Link Chamber is a bit actually unique among the other Castle type levels, but we're gonna see more of that why in the next episode. However, I do like this level because A, it's a Castle level, which I already said that I like, and B, it is, you know, themed around chains. Chain climbing. This is a black clobber. Black clobbers are terrifying enemies, and I'm just going to get rid of him. We're probably going to see why they're terrifying enemies a little bit later. I'm just going to keep that a bit of a secret. And it's a really cool mechanic, actually. Like, even though it's a little, like, what the hell when it actually happens to you for the first time, as a concept, it's actually really cool. So we haven't actually seen these guys for a long time. I think not since Kremque, when they were climbing up the cattails. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't need to kill these guys. It's hard to basically jump on them in those sections with the grids of chains because you will grab onto chains a lot more quickly. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorite levels in the game, in part because it is a chain link level. We got more crooks hanging out. Oh god, it's a black clobber. Yep, that's what they do. They will knock the lives right out of you. Jeez, see, so I immediately went from 4 lives to like 2. These enemies are nightmarish. They're a cool concept, but if you're low on lives, they can, you know, they can be the end of you very quickly. And they are terrifying. So we have our cannon over there, which means that we do have a bonus coming up very shortly. And it's behind this. Oh, it's just a banana clobber. Get out of here, you. So we come down here with this cannonball. We head up into the bonus. So as I was saying in the previous episode, I really do like the Castle archetype, and as I started, it was like, Mr. Devious, the Castle types are dreary and dark and not at all very pleasant to look at. Why do you like them so much? And I said that I like them for their progression. I like... It's okay, we can just go back down and get that right again really easily. Actually, the better choice here would be Dixie, because with her you can modify your jumps even over chains, and it's a lot easier to work with her on this part. Even though you do need to be quick, you don't really have a lot of time to work here. And there we go. So yeah, as I was saying, I like the Castle types because they have a nice progressive feel as you ascend towards the top of the tower, and this is especially best represented in the musical track Crook's March, which is the theme for this level, which starts off just kind of spooky, but then it moves, and then it gets even more creepy with a sound. But I like it because in the end, it does get this very triumphant feel to it, and it usually gets to that part as you're nearing the top of the tower, because, well, you have to survive that long to really get those effects. So, yeah. I think I'm going the right way. I think you could ascend up the left path instead, but, well, here we are. We also have our O over here, which I am going to grab. Let's see if we can't get our Kong. If you went up this path, it would mostly be hooks, but also bees. I think... No, there's no secret over there. That's kind of strange, actually. So yeah, Castle levels. Plus, it's kind of strange to think that even though these are pirates, and this has been a mostly very pirate-themed game, and they're still pirate-themed, they have a castle. It's just a cool idea that they have a lair. That K. Rool would build all this. He would have this, you know, isolated, terrible, dark tower of death and doom and destruction. Now, if I am correct, there should be... Yes! We have our bonus barrel our checkpoint barrel over here. And this does mean I'm going to have to start looking around a little more, because I do know that a couple of things that we want are behind enemies. I don't think behind these guys. Nope. Oh boy. And, well, at least we have another Kong over here that we can replace our supplies with. My best advice for this section where clobbers are coming down is just to climb up as fast as you can. That is your best way to get past them. I do think that need to look around a little bit better. I do know where one of the bonuses is, but, well, need to get there first. And we're going to have to just kind of play this by ear. I think that both the DK coin and the other bonus for this level require you to basically go through a wall. And, okay, there you go. You get to see this side of it, where all you got to do for these mini neckies is just climb up both things. This is easiest with Diddy, of course, who can climb faster than Dixie. So, yeah, that is the best of that. Oh, boy! I forget about that guy every time I play this game, and he's actually really hard to jump on because you will automatically grab chains, and I don't know if that's intentional or just bad. Buh! Incidentally, because this level is so heavily focused on climbing chains and what are essentially ropes, it actually makes it's actually a nice example of a level where Diddy is probably more useful than Dixie. But I digress. If we jump over here, we have an N and our DK coin. How are you supposed to know that? Was a banana right there, I think, is your signal, but it wasn't against the wall, so I don't know about that. And as for that cutlass down there that you can't really jump on because he's, oh crap, because he is because he's on the ground and there's chains, and if you try to jump on him, he'll grab the chains. I don't know if that was intentional or bad game design. I'll give it the benefit of a doubt and assume that it was intentional because well, ow. No, I didn't get hurt. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts here and imagine. I do know that the other bonus is beyond those cannons, I think, somewhere. But now we have to wait for the bees to come back up so that we can drop down past them as fast as we can. But, yeah. Here we are. Damn it, I lost my thought. Oh, that was a bad idea. Yeah, as you can see there, beyond those two cannons, there is in fact a doorway that leads to our other bonus. So we want to actually find our way in there. So it's actually a good thing that I died because, well, here we are. How you were supposed to notice that if you don't have keen eyes because the door kind of blends in. Bye, Diddy! I'm also on my last life, so, I kind of need a Kong or some bananas or something, please. Please. Oh, God. No. No. I don't want to die and get a game over. However, there are some bananas in here, so that is nice. Oh, God. Damn it. No. And no, I'm not going to make it. No, nuts. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go back in because I can do that. Well, if I go down here, I can, at the very least, grab some more bananas because I do want these bananas because I do want to get myself an extra life. Did those respawn? And that means I can get them again. Oh, well. So I'm going to go back in. This is actually kind of terrifying because Dixie's little hair twirl attack is not very effective. But it works, so we're going back in and we're going to try that again. And I am nervous because I don't want to do, you know, my life again. And I'm kind of... Wow, this is great commentary. And that's how you do it. Alrighty, now let's actually get this whole thing back on track. And now because well, first I'm going to get Diddy Kong back before I ascend up ahead. I'm going to go down here and get enough bananas to get myself an extra life. There, we are back at 1, and if I die, I will actually remember to save, unlike last time. Thank God I got Dixie. I mean, I got that second barrel. Oh well. Now here we have our opportunity to go down as quickly as we can, but you don't want to drop too quickly, otherwise you fall into the pit where the bees go, and here you want to jump up as quickly as you can, but you don't want to jump as high as you can, otherwise you run out of space. That is terrifying, I say. And again, best advice with these guys is just climb up as fast as you can. You've gotten all the secrets in the level. You don't need to waste any more time with them. And then Black Clobber, you are not taking my last life. That is just rude. Those enemies are like some of the most terrifying in the game, and I do really like the concept of them. And we're gonna get ourselves another extra life, so that's nice. I really do like the concept, though. It's very, what's the word? It's very meta, I guess? The ability to just take away your extra lives. I mean, extra lives in and of themselves are a bit of a nebulous concept. So I think they're actually really... It's really cool to have an enemy like that, even though to have them so late in the game, when you're probably, you know, struggling for lives and really need your lives, it's just... It's kind of dickish. It's a little dickish, not gonna lie. I am, however, gonna save. Oh, well. Why do you have a school all the way up here? And according to this part of the map, it is actually sunny and nice outside and not dreary and green. Isn't that delightful? So we are at 78%. Huh. That seems pretty low, doesn't it, considering it seems like we're at the end of the game, and, you know, we've been getting basically everything. Well, you've probably figured out by now, there is more than meets the eye. I mean, there's still the matter of those Krem coins, which I already kind of discussed earlier, but I will save it for later. For now, we are moving on to the final level of K. Rool's Keep. Toxic Tower. This is the final ascent, the final castle level in the game, and that is goo that will kill you. That is toxic goo. Although I'm not sure. I think it should be, I mean, if you hold your breath, I mean, that's more like acid than toxic water. And yes, this is a level where you get to play as Rattly, so I kind of like it. This level is a little nefarious, but by that I mean infamous, because, well, fans know this level and are challenged by it. Humph. Take 2. As said, among fans, this is kind of an infamous level. I mean, for a lot of people, this is like the hardest level in the game. And it is very challenging, because in this level, when you play as Rattly, as you can see, because you have to jump on bees, a lot of these jumps, you only get one shot at. And see, now that that's happened, I basically have to die. There's no way to recover from that. This level is very unforgiving, and you do have to get, like, basically a perfect first go. You know what? I am gonna try and get some extra lives. I will be right back. Crappy keep. Oh, that's great. How many baddies do you think are in the game? 30? Yeah! So with that, I've finished up Swanky Kong's challenge, and I have now 7 lives, instead of just my paltry none. Okay, now we're going back into Toxic Tower, and we are going to do this for real. I personally, even though I've died a couple times already, I don't really have that much trouble in this level. You can also kind of see why they have the 3D, or the Mode 7 effect of the rafters in the background now. So that's why, is because they wanted this level. And I do like that you can see the outside through the windows, even though they do like this design, as it has been seen in other levels that use Mode 7, such as the ship deck levels. Ooh, okay. I should not have come down here. That is a bad idea. The main thing to know about Slime Climb is that you never look back, and I like that, you know, you kind of get a good idea of where you're supposed to go based on all the, based on the slime through the windows in the background. Also, that is where you get your DK coin, so you're welcome for that. If nothing else, we don't have to get it ever again, so now that part is easier to do. I am actually a fan of not having to do the, you know, I've already talked about this, but I am a fan of only having to get the Krem coin or the DK coin once, and then not having to get it again, even though it means you can basically suicide yourself on the coin and then not have to, you know, really worry about surviving. So yeah. Oh god, I took my time way too much over here, and now I'm dead. And that is why you do not take your time in Slime Climb. That rhymed. I'm also generally a fan of the castle levels like this one because of how hard they are, because they're this hard and they're this challenging and they're this nail-bitingly, you know, stressful and tough. And that slime is going to catch up to me if I'm not careful. This part is just absolutely is tough. And I know it's very tempting to explore, but you don't really have a lot of opportunity to do that. However, we do now have squawks, so we can kind of keep going, but at a much faster pace than we could before, which is nice. I mean, this doesn't so much become much of an issue anymore. I do know that where we want to go is behind some zingers, and it's not those zingers. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. Not here. But tell me, honestly tell me, am I wrong for liking the castle levels as much as I do? Am I objectively wrong for enjoying them as much, or as ranking them as high as I do? Also, I'm dead, so I need to get back to where I was, so that's nice. But yeah, tell me if you disagree with me. I mean, I do understand that the castle levels are a little dark and dreary and kind of, the color scheme is kind of not there, but I like them for the reasons I've said. And do you think they're an objectively good level type? Do you think I'm insane for ranking them as my favorite level type of all the level types that have been present in the game? I mean, I'm not saying the other ones are that bad or anything, not at all. There are some that I really love, but the castle theme, I really like it. And that part of the music is just, it's nice. And this part of the song where it just starts to rise, and I don't really know music terms, and I can't really explain them, so I can't make my point on that part, so that's kind of a bummer. Alright, so we are nearing the top of Toxic Tower, and that's nice. I kind of really like this section where you get to play as Squawks, and the slime isn't as much of an issue, but it definitely is, so you do need to keep the pace up, but not so much that it's kind of insane. And here we come to the third animal buddy of this section, which is long after the checkpoint barrel, so you know, you gotta be careful. And that is where we get our bonus barrel. They kind of hide these final bonus barrels in these last two levels in very jerkish ways, so, you know, you definitely gotta look around a little bit. And they teleport us to a bramble world. Why do the bonus levels like to do this? I don't know, but I don't like it. I guess I already said this in an earlier episode, and I've been repeating myself a lot lately, but it bears repeating. I guess they just use the bramble level because it's an easy way to, you know, basically have a room that's filled with spikes. And that is their most effective way of doing it. But there we go. That is our Creme coin, and that takes care of that. That is the only Creme coin in this level, thankfully. Now, as you can see, that actually brings us to the end of the level. That's right. This is the end of Toxic Tower. We did all right, I like to think. And if we go... Is there nothing up there? Well, maybe if you came up here with Squitter, like, a different way. I don't know. It feels like there's something up there, but I know we have everything in the level. So, with that, let us just claim this level as our victory. And finish up Toxic Tower. And that is the end of that. And the toxic fluid goes down. Oh yeah, that's right. If you wait long enough, the toxic fluid in this level does go down at the very end, and then you can ride a barrel up and get some coins. But I'm not going to grab that, because we have everything in the level, and it's just some coins or something, or some lives. In any case, we have now finished Rool Keep. We have beaten all the levels. We have ascended to the very top of Crocodile Isle. We are at the peak. We are ready for Stronghold Showdown. Is this going to be the end of the LP? Is this going to be the very end? Let us see right now! It's Donkey Kong! We did it! We beat the game! Psych. You thought it was over. You thought it was done. You thought that was the end of the game. Well, you were wrong. Unless you already played this game and already knew that this game did that. But this is not the end. Rool's Keep is not the end. However, that is going to be the end of this episode, because in the next one, we are going to be moving on from Rool's Keep to the true final world, the Flying Croc. If you want to see the end of Donkey Kong Country 2, if you want to see the thrilling conclusion, then I just hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!